Howdy folks, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're all well today. So today we're going to have a quick look at another of the Ostara Elinor 2 binoculars, and on this occasion the 7x50 version. Often overlooked, I would say, compared to the 10x, which is a great all-rounder, but we should, before we come on to this one, which does have a number of surprises that might make you think that this is the set for you, we'll just have a quick look at the accessories. So as per the 10x version, you get a nice nylon case there with a neck strap and a belt loop on the back. You get a pair of drop down or removable covers for the objective lens, a single all-in-one for the eyepieces, and the Ostara NE3 comfort strap. So what do we have here? So the configuration for these is 7x50, 7 magnification and a 50mm lens, and these are quoted around about 820 grams, which on paper maybe seems quite heavy, but because the weight is spread out over a larger binocular, they balance really nicely in your hands. And one of the first things I did was, after seeing the specifications, I put these on the scales because I didn't believe those over 800 grams. They really do feel nicely because they balance so well, and with them being slightly heavier, you may find once you get focused not to hold there but hold them near to the objective lens where a lot of the weight is, and you find it very easy to balance. So these are nitrogen gas filled, just like the previous model. Very tough rubber armoured body, fully multi-coated, BAK for prisms, which are silver coated, not dielectric. Very good eye relief on these. It's around 19mm or so, and they, unlike the other ones in this in the Elinor 2 group, where you sometimes have to have the eye cups maybe halfway in or so, or in the case of the 12x50 don't twist them out at all, but these are perfectly set fully out if you're not wearing spectacles, and all the way in you can actually even hold them away from your eyes with spectacles on. The eye relief is so long. So with these eye cups we'll do our usual test. I thought they come in and out very easily. I thought, now is that coming in and out too easy? So let's just test them. So twist it out, and I'm going to push in with quite some force. That's not moving. Without twisting it, that is staying nicely in place. Another click in, not moving. Third click in. That is fantastic. That, so very easy to use, but also they stay nicely in place. As is the diopter adjustment, which comes with a couple of levers here, and that's very handy if you're outside wearing gloves. Very easy to grip. The focus, yeah, okay, it's not the what you call silky smooth, but for reasons I'll come on to shortly, you might find yourself not using the focus that much. So why would you want only 7 magnification when for not much more you can get the 8x45, the 10x50 or the 12x50? Well, these are absolutely amazing in low light. A very wide 7mm exit pupil. So if you like dusk and dawn observations, astronomy, these are absolutely, they tick all the boxes. I know on some forums some people will comment and say, is 7mm exit pupil, is that too wide for some people whose eyes might have an exit pupil of about 4mm or 5mm, or in other words, like myself, 55s and overs? Is it really suited to your eyes? Well, I'm sort of old-fashioned. Pick them up, look through them. Is the image sharp and bright? Don't worry about what others say. If you're happy with the view you get through these in low light, go for them. Right, so 122 meters at 1000 field of view, so quite a pleasant field of view. But as with many 7x50 binoculars, the apparent field of view, that is the circle that you see when you look through them, isn't as wide as some. I don't know, but I would say, below 50 degrees apparent field of view. So, but that doesn't distract you from the image at all, and there is absolutely superb internal baffling with these, so you get a really nice dark edge to the image. And the image itself, don't think these are just for low light. I've just been testing these out on some daytime objects, and the contrast and brightness, sharpness, pretty much to the outer 5% is superb with these. You really are getting a very, very clear image. Very wide aperture eyepieces, so they're very, very easy to use, and also a couple of other advantages with 7x50. That is, as with a camera lens, the depth of field is much greater, so you'll find yourself, unlike the 10x and 12x, the 12 in particular, you're not constantly having to adjust the focus. And also, considering it's a non-ED, there is very, very little levels of chromatic aberration. In particular, when I was looking at some heavily backlit trees, yeah, there is a little bit of colour fringing there, but considering these are non-ED glass, the levels are hardly noticeable, and when you look at non-high contrast subjects, it's completely gone. And also, with it just 7 magnification, despite the, on paper, I say, weight of around 820 grams or so, they are very, very easy to hold steady, which is ideal for astronomy. So when you think about it, 7x, it's not that much different to an 8 magnification binocular, and you've also got the advantage of the larger 50mm objective. So you can take these out in pretty much all conditions, and you get a very good view. I've just been testing these in some dark shadow areas, the bottom of the garden, and you could pick out an immense amount of detail. So if you're lucky enough to have foxes or wherever going past where you live, you want to view these in dusk and dawn situations, absolutely perfect. And you know me, as always, if I pick out something that what I call minor gripes, I'll mention it. I've already mentioned the focuser. It's not the smoothest in the world. Probably have to use a couple of fingers with those. And the close focus is around about, I estimate, 8 meters. I'm guessing, like with a lot of these binoculars, that may vary from one batch to another, but around about 8 meters. So they're not close-up binocular. They're not designed for that. And also, with it being 7 magnification, you can still pick out a lot of detail on distant objects as well, because the clarity is there. If you do want to put them on a tripod, you can very easily remove this cap here, unscrew it, and you can put on a tripod adapter and to keep it steady, in particular for astronomy. So anyway, that's a quick look at the Ostara Elinor 7x50 binoculars, the Elinor 2 model, available to purchase in the link in the description below. If you want to pop along to our optics weekends, contact us beforehand to see if we have one in stock. So thank you very much as always for watching, and we shall see you next time.